Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir.
Lovely. So, we are coming almost towards the end of the first part of the course. Do you remember what the first part of the course was or is? The first part of the course I said would cover presentations and public speaking, some basic principles, and all along this month I have tried to tell you that any one of us can become an effective presenter if you get organized, if you prepare well, if you speak slowly, if you know respect your audience and come well dressed, greet them, smile to them, some basic principles of a civilized society. Is that okay? Yes or no? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. I hope whenever you get an opportunity, you will practice these things. Your second cycle of presentations will begin on the on the 1st of February, and it may take 2 days. I have already told you about the topics. I have already told you how many minutes you will get, and I have also told you how to prepare about it. Right? Do you have any questions? If you have any questions, please ask now about the topic, about what you are expected to do, about how you will be evaluated. Do you remember? Do you remember, yes or no?
Yes,
Right. So, I am coming almost to the end of this series of lectures and discussions. And last week I told you about, no matter what your topic, how you can prepare for the topic, how you can research your topic, and how you can get organized. Do you remember that? And I told you that you could always take somebody else's data. Do you remember the Pearl of the East Coast story? I am sure you do. Okay. It is so easy to laugh at the others, isn't it? Isn't it easy to laugh at others? Say no. Is it or isn't it? Yes, it is so easy. But don't make the same mistake. Don't, I'm not telling you you cannot use others' data. You can. Nobody has a copyright on knowledge. Okay, no matter what commercial proponents say, but you cannot use others' data without acknowledging that others have produced it. This is how they got it. And there is nothing like checking it, bringing your own data, bringing your own stuff, just as you would not wear others' shirt, just as you would not steal others' water or mobile phone. There is no point stealing others' data. And when you use others' data without acknowledging the same, then you are guilty of stealing those data. Okay? Don't you ever do that. The second point is, there can be all kinds of data to present. There can be statistical data, numerical data, there can be visual, there can be verbal, all kinds, there can be photographs. What is a good way of presenting data of various kinds? This word, this is singular in Latin, means fact, and plural is data, facts, just as criterion and criteria, phenomenon and stadium and stadia, like that. Latin, like any other language, has singular and plural. In our languages, we have in Telugu and Malayalam and Hindi and Tamil, we have singular and plural, don't we? Okay. So, you can have variety of data. They can be visual, verbal, it can be visual. Can you give me the example of a visual data? Some forms of visual data? Like I said, photograph. Anything else? Graphs, charts. Okay. You can have photo. You can have graph. You can have various kinds of charts. Okay. They are best presented visually, right? You can have verbal data, data in words, who said what. Martin Luther King, the other day, we heard him say it, and I have a dream. You might want to quote him. That is verbal data, data for words. The point now, the question now, that you have to ask yourself, and only you can answer that question, is what data, what sort of data can be presented best in what manner? Please write. Okay. The question that we are asking and trying to answer today. Are you with me?
Yes,
Everybody, please.
yes, sir.
Okay. Did you have a good breakfast?
Yes, sir.
Everybody. Okay. A lot of people don't seem to have had breakfast. The question that we are asking and trying to answer today is as follows: what kind of data can be presented best in what manner? Am I clear to you? Sure, I don't see a smile on your faces. I find you tense. Didn't you sleep well last evening, last night? No, last morning actually. Okay. Do you understand the question? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can any one of you please repeat the question to me? Anyone? What is the question we are dealing with today? Yes.
What kind of data can we present in what manner?
Okay. What kind of data can be presented best in what manner? What are we discussing today? Please. Last bench on my right hand. Third bench, please. Yes. Is that what you have learnt in 1 month, to speak so rapidly? Come again, please. Loud voice, slowly. Come again, please.
What kind of data can be presented best in manner?
What kind of data can be presented best in what manner? When you want to take tea, should you take it in a plate or in a cup? Should you take it with your fingers or with a spoon? But when you are eating porridge, when you eat tayar sadam, should it be taken in a cup or in a plate? You can take it in any way you like. Any kind of data can be presented in any manner, but the question is what manner will be best. Anything can be presented in any manner. Okay? Lot of people come to the classroom in any kind of dress. They make no distinction between bedroom and classroom. Okay? But we know as civilized human beings that there is a certain kind of dress for a certain occasion. Okay? Something will go best on this occasion, something will not go best on this occasion, other occasion. Similarly, all kinds of data cannot be presented in the same manner with equal effect, equally well. Some kinds of data will go well in one manner, other kinds of data will go well in another manner. Is that okay? Yes or no?
Sir.
Right? That is what we are talking about. How to present data, how to get organized. Okay? Last evening we talked about, last week we talked about message, contents. Unless you have something to say, nobody will hear you. All your dress, your smile, your confidence, your slow tempo is good for nothing if you have nothing to say. But if you have something to say, then the second question is how I can say that best. Is that okay? Let us go on. Okay, let us look at some ways. Let us for example, look at tables. Okay. What can tables do? Tables can give you basic simple information. Look at the slide I have presented here. I am sorry, the fonts could have been a little larger, but well, I packed in a little too much, it could have been fewer. I am trying to tell you that even a great king like Aurangzeb, how many of them were non-Muslims? How many of his generals? Anyone please, can you read the numbers aloud? How many of his generals were non-Muslim? Can you see the numbers? Okay. I am talking, this table tells you about race and religion of Aurangzeb's generals. Aurangzeb was a king, a Muslim king who ruled over India in the late 16th, late 17th century. Okay. Many of his generals were Muslims, but many were also non-Muslims. How many of them were non-Muslims? Okay. Some were Rajputs, some were Marathas, other Hindus, total Hindus, okay, etc., etc. I have not given you the total just now, I left it for you to do. Now, imagine if I try to give you this information verbally, would it go equally well? Suppose I close it and I say, do not look at, close your eyes, imagine that you are not looking at and there is no data now. I am telling you Aurangzeb had 36 Turanians and 25 Iranians. The number of Turk generals in his empire was only 7, but he had 18 Rajputs. It would appear to you as a confusing jumble of numbers. But if I tell you the same thing with two parameters, okay, the same thing with two parameters. Number one, their ethnic background, but if I present it to you, if I present these data to you in the form of a table, then they go best. I have two columns, one is the parameters, the race, the religion. Okay. All Muslims did not come from the same race. What different races they came from? The table tells you they were, many of them were Iranians. Who were the others? Please. There were Turanians, there were Afghans, there were Indian Muslims, whatever that meant. There were other Muslims, non-Indian Muslims, Africans. So, the total number of Muslim generals he had was 50. The total number was? Everybody please, the total number was?
53.
No, the total number was 53. What was it?
53.
53.
53.
Right. The total number of Muslim generals he had was 53, and similarly he had Hindu generals from a variety of backgrounds. Many of them were Rajputs, some others were Marathas, there were Brahmin generals, there were other kinds. So, that is why the table says race and religion. The point I am making is the following, that tables are good for presenting data, numerical data which relates to some other parameters, which relate to, data are plural, which relate to other parameters like in this case race and religion. Look at something else, another. We have you heard of something called Census of India? Okay. How frequently does it happen? Every 10 years. Okay. Every 10 years the government of India counts its people and also collects information regarding the language they speak, regarding whether they live in a village or in a city, whether they are men or women, etc., etc., whether they are Muslims or Hindus or Christians or Buddhists, etc. Okay. So, here I am presenting some data to you. What are the parameters I have taken? Tell me. 3, year and speakers and percentage increase. table is a very good form of presenting all of these. Whenever you have lot of parameters and lot of numbers to present, even if you do not have the help of a computer or a PowerPoint, even if you only have a blackboard, write it there. Some of these data go best visually. Some of these data, numerical data in particular, please write, numerical data are best transmitted visually or verbally? Visually. Okay? And when you present data, keep quiet, let your class, let your listeners watch it. Okay? Do not try and read. In the year 1971, we had 61, 100, 30,000, 26 Maithili speakers. No need, let them watch it. But if you want to draw, if you want to make some general points, you can draw their attention. Look at the percentage increase in different years. It is amazing why it fell down in 1991, but once again picked up in 2001. Is it the case that a lot of people who had not reported this language as their mother tongue reported it in the 2001 census, or suddenly Maithili speakers, every family had a dozen children? Okay. You can raise these points, you can highlight the differences, you can highlight the trends. Are you with me? Are you awake?
Yes, sir.
Lovely, really, you're great. Okay. So, tables help you in presenting numerical data with various parameters, with various factors. How do graphs help? What are graphs meant for? Tell me. How do graphs help? What kind of data can be presented best through graphs? Yeah, when you show comparisons, when you show trends. Okay, when you show trends, for example, when mobile phones came on this campus, the earliest I recall is about 1999, when the students started having not 2000, yeah, 99 or 2000, one or two students, hardly. By about 2003 or 4, there was at least one or two mobile phones in every wing of every hostel. In 2012, do you have a friend who does not have a mobile phone? Yes? Yes? Okay, lovely. I would like to meet him or her. Him. Okay, I will definitely like to meet him and felicitate him. He must be a great guy. Okay, the pressure of fashion, the pressure of peer group is so much that a lot of people do even useless things. Say for example, imagine when the shirt sticker came here rather than be here, but because somebody made it fashionable, so a lot of people started wearing their shirt stickers here. Similarly, it's not that we need phone on a continual 24-hour basis, but sometimes I feel that a mobile phone has become a part of our body. So graphs are good, graphs are wonderful for presenting trends. So in this case, can anyone please tell me what is being presented? Average precipitation. What is precipitation? Rainfall. Yes. Can you describe the data to me, please? As you look at it, imagine you are presenting the data on my behalf. Can one of you please stand up and speak, and the camera will pick you up? Any one of you, please come on now. This is a class in spoken English, and I want to see if you can speak. One of you, please. I don't want to. Yes, please. Describe the data to your class.
Acapulco had very less rainfall in the months of January and April, but it had about 200 mm of rainfall in the month of July and around 150 mm in the month of October. Amsterdam, on the other hand, had a consistent rainfall around 50 to 100 in all 4 months.
Okay. Graph is a wonderful medium for presenting data. It's only that sometimes you use abbreviations in visual form, which is fine, but when you speak, just as my friend did now, he did a wonderful job, and maybe we can clap for him. Okay. But he could also have expanded mm. What is mm? What does mm stand for? We know that, but even then in the verbal form, because verbal clue must come for as long and as slowly as possible. So, compared with mm, millimeter would take several more nanoseconds. Okay. These are basic thumb rule principles. Why some speakers are able to say the same thing better than some other speakers. Not they have much more to say, not that they have found something which others have not, but maybe they are better organized. They have given thought to all of these things. Are you with me? Let us look at something else. Diagram. Okay. Has everyone here done a course in engineering drawing? Okay. And with good bad, now no matter what you do, the organization of a machine, the design of a machine, the layout of a plot, the layout of a township, no branch of engineering or science, including social sciences, is such that does not need to use layouts, drawings, diagrams. Okay. Now, you can try and close your eyes, and I am going to describe the diagram to you. Close your eyes. Okay. Imagine you do not look at it, imagine it comes to you verbally. Now, shielded metal and arc weld for arc welding method for shielded metal can follow the following principle. On the right hand, it can have an electric holder, and on the left it can have an empty box like cylinder, but at the base there will be the lathe which will work, and in this entire thing can be kept on the work table. Open your eyes now. Do you get the same picture as you get now? What is clearer now or my description of it? Honest, visual. Some of these things go even if you do not have a computer, even if you do not have pen and paper. I come from a village and I have seen masons, those who build houses, or those who farmers who are going to buy new plot of land, about how they would cultivate what. If nothing else, they take a piece of a stone or they pick up a pebble and draw lines on the earth, in the sand, to indicate, to mark how they are going to use a particular plot of land, what kind of crop will be cultivated in which part of the plot, in which part of the year. So, diagrams are wonderful objects for presenting, please write, relative positions. When you say right or left, it is difficult to imagine who is right. Last evening I visited a friend, and my friend told me my house is on the left. Now, as I entered, I was trying to find the house on the left, and the houses on the left did not bear the number that I had been given, because I forgot to ask. I should have asked whether it would be on my left as I enter or on your left as you come out. Do you see the point? So, some of these things can be confusing, and in the high stake engineering enterprise, such as when you launch a rocket or when you launch a ship, an ocean going liner, you just cannot have this kind of confusion. You cannot afford it. You have to be very precise to the nanosecond, to the millimeter, and be very specific. So, diagrams are the best methods for presenting layout, sketch, design, relative position, etc., etc. Okay. Let us look at something else. What kind of chart is this? Pie chart. What is pie chart good for? Distribution of what? Distribution of percentage. You are close to it, but not close to it. Not quite correct. What is a pie chart best for?
There's some 100%, breaking it into small segments.
Portions. Thank you very much. What's your name?
Dinesh.
Dinesh. Please capture my friend. Come in some. Okay. Yeah. Now, don't shield your smile. Remove your hand. I want the camera to capture your smile. Okay. Pie chart is a wonderful medium for presenting. Say for example, many of us faculty members, you may have heard or watched the debate on the faculty mail. There is a heated debate going on. Some people are saying, wow, close sarang. It is an offense to my sense of joy, my sense of beauty, and suddenly there are animals here have lots of friends. They say, we hurt the deer, we hurt the monkeys, we hurt the ants, and we hurt the flies. There are some faculty members in a great minority, in a very great minority, who say, no, students also once in a while need to have and deserve to have some fun. The best way you can present these data, you can also have tables, you can have diagrams, you can have graphs, you can do anything, but the best way to present this data would be the pie chart. Have a pie chart. Faculty members that support the closure of sarang, okay, 99%. Okay. Faculty members that say sarang should go on, 0.5%, undecided 0.5%. Okay. It says in one slide, and you got the entire picture. Engineering is the language of, drawing is the language of engineering. It does not require French, it does not require Latin, it does not require Hindi or Telugu, okay, or English. One diagram, one chart can give you the exact portion of any issue at stake. The point is, you see, and that is where the wisdom comes in. All of us know these things, don't we? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
It is like any great truth. All of us know these things, but then we are in such a hurry that we quite often do not even pause and ask ourselves, I am going to make a presentation today, what kind of shirt I should wear, what kind of trousers I should have, what kind of tools I should use for presenting data, what data will go best, where I should keep quiet. What do these data tell you? Okay. What does this pie chart tell you about? Who do you think is it about? My life? I wish I could sleep as well. My sleep is now equal to what I have said here for eating. Okay. You see, I randomly, but I thought I was writing about, I was describing the life of an average undergraduate student on this campus. So pie chart is a wonderful way. There can be similarly all kinds of, there can be Venn diagram, there can be bar charts, there can be, tell me, come on, flow charts, come on, please tell me the names, right, make a list of them. Can you make an exhaustive list of, I will give you 2 minutes, okay, and I will request my friends to pan their camera on to one of your notebooks. So write big hands, please, write big hands, make a list of what are the various ways you can do them and what you would use them for. Also write, say for example, pie chart showing portions, bar charts showing what. Okay. Ask yourself, For every little way of presenting data, ask yourself what it is good for. I will give you exactly 2 minutes, your time begins now. Okay. Finished? Okay, tell me what kind of charts have you got? Flow chart. Next, pie chart. Next, next. Come again, please. Venn diagram. You know, speak slow. Give gap between these two words. What are we talking about? Venn diagram. What are we talking about? Yeah, take a nanosecond pause, but that nanosecond pause will do wonders. It's like a little salt in sambar, you know. Bar graphs, Venn. Tell me the spelling of diagram. D I. Yes, everybody together, please. Come on. Once it was very rapid. Come again and slowly, please. What is it? V. What is it? Okay. Venn diagram next. Line chart. What is line chart? What do you use it for? Same as. Come on again, please. Okay, the graphs. Okay, right. Any other? Oh. Is it different from any of these things? Yes. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, any other thing?
Surface plots, sir.
Sorry?
Surface plots.
Can you give me the spelling, please?
Surface plots.
Again, slowly.
Surface. S-U-R.
S.
U.
No. S.
S.
U. Come on, stand up, please. You know, such a, let the
S.
camera catch a handsome face once again.
S.
U.
R. F. A. C. E. Plots. Surface plots.
Give me the spelling, please.
P.
P.
L.
L.
O.
O.
T. S.
Okay, because we have not written anything in the plural, so we don't write. Can I make a small point? Lots of scientists and nearly all engineers talk constantly about numbers and letters of alphabet. And please believe me, I will present you data next week. Many of them make mistakes with these very basic things. Our pronunciation of letters of alphabet, we say A, B, C, D, E, F, is not A, B, C, D. What is it? It is A. What is it? A. Next. B. Next. C. Next. D. 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 Next. E. Next. F. next,
G,
next,
H,
most mispronounced letter in India. A lot of people pronounce it here as H or in the north as H. It is not H or H, it is H. What is it?
H,
Once again,
H,
H. You know, next letter,
I,
next,
J,
next,
K,
next.
L,
No, it is L.
L,
It is not long, it is short. What is it?
L,
L. Next, next,
N,
next.
O,
Oh, it must come from your throat. Must come from your throat. Your lips must go round. Babu, please catch all the lips. Okay, it must. Oh, I want all lips rounded. Oh, okay, as in, oh God.
Oh God!
Once again, please call God.
Oh God!
Some people are saying, oh God. God won't answer you. Okay, round your lips. Say, please watch. Oh God.
Oh God!
Yes. That is O. Next.
P,
Next.
Q,
Next.
R,
Next.
S,
Next.
T,
Next.
U,
Next.
V,
Let your lower lip go close to your upper teeth, please. One sound which is extremely, one English sound which few non-English speakers can produce correctly. I am going to request my friends behind the camera to watch your lips, okay? V. Again, keep saying it. Just say everybody, please. Go on. Right. Do it for 1 minute every day. Only 1 minute. For the next 2 weeks. Honestly, this is one sound. You know, lots of us in India do not distinguish between words like wet and wet. What is this? Wet. What is this?
wet,
But this is
wet,
wet.
wet,
What is this?
wet,
But this is
wet,
wet.
wet,
Wet.
wet,
In this case, lips are flat. Wet.
wet,
In this case, lips are rounded. Wet. What is this?
wet,
Everybody together, please.
wet, wet,
What is this? What is this?
vice,
Wise.
wise,
But this is
wise,
wise. What is this?
wise,
And what is this?
wise,
What is this?
west,
And what is this?
west,
What is this?
west,
West. What is this?
west,
And what is this?
west,
West. Okay, next letter after V, W. Next. Next. Y. It's a very long letter. What is it? Y. Next.
Z,
Or if you speak like some Americans, then it is Z. Otherwise, Z. Okay. So, you know, pie chart is a good medium for presenting portions, okay, or percentages, right? But it's not that you cannot use it for other things. The point here is what is best. You can also use maps. I have asked you to use a map to show the place you come from. I will show you the map of the place I come from. This obviously is, as you may have noticed, the Ganga basin, the great plains of India known as Gangetic plains, or some people also call it plains of Ganga and Brahmaputra. You might see that Ganga rises somewhere in the Himalayas at about 16,000 feet or so, and comes through etcetera via Lucknow, Varanasi. This is Patna. Can you see Patna somewhere towards the last quarter of the Ganga, and my home is about 140 kilometers to the north towards Nepal from Patna. Now, this is not very clear, this is a large map. I should therefore show you a smaller map. Okay. This is what I meant by non Google map, okay. A smaller map. I have now given you an idea of the area between Patna and Nepal. This is the area between Patna and Nepal, and I come from a place marked Darbhanga. Can you see it on the map? I should keep quiet and allow you to look at it for a minute. When you show maps, okay, let your audience for a few seconds, I will give you 3 seconds, just note the number of, just mark the number of rivers and the little towns that are there. Okay. You might have noticed that this region between Ganga and Nepal, between Patna and Nepal, is crisscrossed by rivers. Actually, you know, if it had a still closer map, okay, it would show more rivers. It has only showed major rivers. There are smaller rivulets, streams. Actually, in my part of the country, you can hardly cross a 20-kilometer stretch without crossing a river. Okay. It is highly flood prone, and every year 3 months a year we suffer great miseries. But I want to show you the region which is the flood prone region. So, you see I have shown you the course of the river Kosi. Can you see it? Can you mark the river Kosi on the map? Can you see on the top of the map, right? Then you know, similarly there is the river Ganga. Can you see the Ganga somewhere, right? And can you see other towns in between? Okay. So, map, a well marked map is a wonderful way of showing locations, okay, right. So, map is a good way of showing location, but sometimes, say for example, I have been interested in the history of floods in my part of the country. You know, floods, can I be personal for a minute? Floods bring the end of everything you know as civilization, everything. There is distinction between young and old, between man and woman, between mother and son. You know, it reduces you to misery and savagery. There is no water to drink, there is no water to cook, there is no place where you can answer the call of nature, and yet all of us have to do that. The dogs have to survive, the snakes have to survive, human beings have to survive, your buffaloes and goats have to survive. What do they do? Where do they go? Okay. So, I have been interested in the history of floods, and I find that ever since we started building dams on rivers, there have been more and more miserable floods. I have been interested in the history of floods. I have also written articles. I have worked with my colleagues from hydraulics and civil engineering, and they have helped me gather data. And my current conclusion is that North India, entire North India, particularly Gangetic Basin here before you, would become a chronically flood prone place unless the dam at Tehri is removed and unless the barrage at Farakka is removed. Okay. I have enough conclusive engineering evidence to convince you and convince any impartial listener that these two dams and barrage are doing no good to anyone. Okay. They are only going to ruin the river Ganga, as South Indian rivers died because of several dams. So, North Indian rivers would also die. But there is no way I can describe, no matter how much I tell you about the misery that people suffer can equal to one photograph. If I showed you one photograph of the kind of suffering people have due to floods, it will be equal to, the verb is one photograph is equal to 1,000 words. Actually, it can be 10,000 words. Look at 10,000 words. This is the town of Saharsa, a town of about 250,000 people. The only place they can go to is rooftop, and not everybody has rooftop. Okay? This I have taken from Google, okay, or on the net, and no harm acknowledging. I do not need to tell you that look, I took my camera, applied for leave and went to Saharsa and clicked photographs. That would be ridiculous. You do not need to reinvent the wheel. The wheel is there, use it, but acknowledge. This is somebody else's data, but it does make the point. The point is that floods can be stopped, they must be stopped. Why? Look at the human cost. You will any day prefer living without electricity, without water supplied into your bathroom, to living with fellow men in these conditions. So, photographs make those points, those human points which cannot be quantified numerically. Do you agree? Do you agree? You know, when you make the next presentation, you want to tell me in my city it is this. That is why I have allowed you to bring how many photographs? One only. But that one photograph ought to be so telling that it captures all the emotion. Other things capture and present information. Is that all right? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Any questions, please? Okay. So, kindly prepare. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, ladies.